Zion and Aphro are here following TSM's victory over CLG. Guys, what is it? We'll just dive straight in. What is it that about TSM that seems to make it so that like every time you guys match up, there's a lot of hype, and then for some reason they just pull out the win every single time? What are they, just like your kryptonite, or what's the deal?
We got too many colored people on this team, man.
You're just going to throw out that question like that, Travis? Yeah. You know, I just lost, and you just come here, decide to interview us instead of TSM, and then you're just going to get right to the meat of it, Travis? Like, why can't we just, like, you know, ease it into the conversation, you know, have a little bit, you know, like a little bit of fun, you know, lighten the mood, and then ask the hard-hitting questions, Travis? If you just get right to the action, then there's too many microphones getting shoved in my face right now. Like, what is going on?
Well, in my defense, I didn't decide not to interview TSM. They don't ever do interviews with me. So yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So in a way, we all lose when they win. Yeah, that's rough.
Jesus.
So anyway, but no, I mean, more realistically, what happened in that game that allowed them to take the lead? Because there was that one moment where you guys got the team, or you guys won the team fight, and then you went off to get Baron. You got Baron, and then it just seemed to go back to the way it had been before.
I just think that game, starting from the early game, we didn't get the plan we wanted, like 2v1ing. They did a good job of matching lanes, and that kind of sucked for our team comp. And then after that, we swapped our bottom lane, who was doing pretty well, into a really bad position. And then when they made that 5-man play bottom, the game was kind of in their control. And we had some good team fights, but there's just like a little bit of misplays, like me going in too far and stuff like that, that just kind of lost us some of the bigger team fights. And if we just, like, I think played a little bit better, I think that we could have won that game. I think it was pretty close.
Aphro, similar thoughts on your end?
Oh yeah, just same.
Yeah. What did you think of Xsmithy's pressure that game? Because it did seem as though Santorin did a good job of being in a lot of different places, and I always felt like even with like the 5-man dive bottom, that Xsmithy showed up just a little bit too late every time.
Oh well, I didn't see Santorin all game.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he was there whenever you died bot lane. So.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess the 5.
All 5 of them were there. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess that's the main play, but that's the first time I saw him in like 12 minutes or something like that.
Okay.
So, yeah, he didn't really do much. Didn't have any pressure whatsoever. He was just farming, and Smithy was farming as well.
Okay.
So I think they were doing the same. You know, even kill.
Yeah.
There wasn't really any action. Everybody was playing fucking passives.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. What prevented you guys from being able to grab the dragons in those games, or in that game?
We didn't really have bottom side control. We swapped into it, but we didn't really get our wards out yet. And Darshan had TP top, so they had TP advantage, of course. So they had bottom side control mostly the whole game because of that play that we did.
Yeah. Zion, I think that some CLG fans might be concerned because CLG in the past has been kind of an emotional team. You guys had this really good start to the first 3 games, and then you guys lose this to TSM. Are you guys all going to go back, and is this going to cast like a sour mood over things at the CLG house?
I mean, I'm definitely, like, not that sad to lose. Of course, losing sucks, but it's just the beginning of the split. Like, again, playoffs is what matters. Like, it's fine if we lose now, if we learn from it, if we become a better team. And I think we are a decent team, but this game shows that, you know, there's a lot we need to learn. And as long as we take from that and just keep improving, focusing on playoffs and that being our main focus and just learning from these regular season games, then I think we'll do well at playoffs. And I don't really care about what happened previous seasons, and it's like, oh, it's going to be the similar trend of what always happens to CLG, and I don't think that's going to be the case. You know, you can look at like all past splits and just be like, oh, the same thing's going to happen, but that's not what I'm worried about. That's not what I'm focused about. I'm focused in the present moment and what I can change right now. And if I worry about, oh, the same trend is going to happen, then it is going to happen, but we're not going to let that happen.
Aphro, I think I read an interview recently with you that said that the shot calling had switched from you to Zion. Is that true?
Darshan, you want to answer that?
Yeah, sure. It's not really only me. It's like mostly Aphro, and Aphro does more of the micro stuff. Like Aphro's really good at directing people when they're in the spot they need to be. So it's more of like a collaboration. Collaboration. Okay. Thank you, Zach. You know, you're always there for me when I need. That's why you're a great support.
Yeah.
But
it's like I'm a rapper, dude. Yeah.
All right, but yeah, it's like definitely not a solo thing, and there's a lot of communication from the team. So it's just kind of like a working together.
Collaboration.
I'll answer too. So Darshan, pretty good at keeping people on track, not really straying away from our game plan whatsoever. and always brings people up in the middle of the game if they feel like, they're not strong or whatsoever. He's like, no, we can do this.
Okay.
And most of the time, Darshan's also our hype man as well. So usually when we do something, that we're supposed to do, our comp is made to do this. So we want a team fight, got Baron. Usually Darshan's the one to be like, fuck yeah, guys, yeah, woo. So that's pretty good. But he also really helps with macro-wise. And usually I'm always aggressive. And Darshan's very good at pulling me back if he doesn't think, we should fight that.
Yeah.
So it's really the best of both worlds, I would say, for shot calling.
Do you guys find, are there ever moments where you're calling go in and Darshan is saying fall back or something like that? How do you, in situations like that where there's like is it just whoever calls first, that's what happens? Or how does that kind of play itself out?
We just don't do anything. We we reassess the plan if we both think two different things instead of, making a half-ass call like, oh, and we die. So no.
Yep. We all just go through on one thing. We decide one thing and go through with it.
So, but if you're pausing then to sort of reassess it, it's not like you can pause the game. So how does that play out? Because isn't that when everybody's sort of like, what should we do? Is there a moment of
no. There's
confusion?
A lot of time in League of Legends downtime that you can plan.
Yeah.
And it's very important that you know how to use those seconds to plan for it. It's not like, all right, we're here, guys. Let's not do it. Okay, we're fucked.
Yeah.
It's really preemptive planning that we do before we get there instead of, trying to do something in the moment and hopefully it works out.
Zion, now that Pobelter's been playing with you guys in the LCS 4 games, how do you think he's working out?
I think he's playing pretty well. I think he's doing a good job, and he's only been improving. I mean, even in the matchup today, like the Azir versus LeBlanc matchup, you saw like Bjergsen doing extremely well against Xiao Xiao, like snowballing the game off him, and Pobelter only went down like a couple CS, and that's really good against a champion like LeBlanc that needs to snowball. And had we played out the game the way we were supposed to with our stronger team comp in the mid-late game, once we scaled, I think we would have been able to crush that game, and he just did his job of farming and not dying, so he's been doing good.
Aphro, same opinion. Is there anything that Pobelter needs to work on that you would like to see him improve on?
Honestly, he's doing pretty well. Calls out what he's doing that I think he should improve on. Can't think of anything right now. We just lost.
Yeah.
So I'm just chilling. But right now we just need to do better at planning and setting up for certain stuff and objective-wise, whatever. Since we were kind of slow that game, I didn't really think it was anybody's fault, really. Just shot callers need to be more, direct, or we didn't really have so we messed up the swap and stuff like that. So that's a good example where put our bottom lane behind even though we were, up in like 5 CS or something like that top lane, and just put ourselves in an unfavorable situation. So that was just a misstep by us for shot calling. So pretty much.
Is there anything that you guys would like to say to any of the CLG fans out there?
Hell no.
How about you, Zion?
There's so much I have to say, but I don't really have time to write like an 18-page essay or anything. So there's just one thing I want to say. Yeah. Don't lose hope. Believe in CLG.
Why are you here?
Why are you here if you have no faith, guys? That's all I got to say. We will do this. We will prevail.
Do you guys think that CLG is the number one generator of memes in the LCS, like the dankest meme team? Because it feels like there's a lot. There's hashtag Golden Age. There's 17-page documents.
Wait,
there's
what do I have?
But hashtag Believe.
Support is so easy?
Yeah.
Oh.
Something like that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
I guess, dude.
Yeah.
But I never thought of that.
Do you think this is all just some sick joke, Travis? You can go around talking about memes. This was a serious interview about the future of CLG, and you just throw out memes like that?
You tell him, Darshan.
This is some joke interview? I expect high-quality, serious content from you, Travis, and if these are the kind of questions you're going to ask me...
Can you stop smiling, Travis?
I'm going to have to talk to my manager. Like, Mattcom's right there. I'm going to tell him we can't do any more interviews with Travis. It's like TSM's gone, now maybe CLG's gone.
You're still smiling,
Travis,
dude.
if you just keep asking these awful questions.
I mean, you expected a high-quality interview, but I expected high-quality rotations. So that's, I guess,
Well,
we were both
both
little disappointed. I meant in your game versus TSM.
Oh.
Yeah.
You need to be more specific.
They were a little lacking.
Huh.
Aphro, is there anything you would like to say to the fans so we could just get this interview done with? Because I think we're all done with it.
Wait, what do you want me to say?
Whatever you want to say. Zion, anything you would like to say?
Hey. Oh, I'm like, hey, what's up? Hello.
See you pretty something?
Ass?
Oh, ass. She my trap.
Shout out to our sponsors. Razer, iBuyPower, HyperX
yeah.
Cloud. You got the other three, man?
NZXT, Cellucor, and Twitch.
Oh,
Wow. We did it, dude.
we did it. Boom.
At least if you can't do the song, you can get the sponsors done. Thanks, guys, for the interview. Hopefully things turn out a little bit better for you guys in the future. Looking forward to seeing you progress and whatever. Anyway, you can check out the rest of our coverage of all things League of Legends at GameSpot.com/LOL.